This time on Highway Thru Hell,
That's a wall of mud there.
a mountain gives way,
Wow.
plunging Colin and Jamie into the kill zone. A wild ride
We are in a slide zone.
becomes a race
You see straight up.
against time. And a teetering load
Not in a good spot.
pushes Ken
This one is right off the ground. Holy smokes.
to the edge.
Watch yourself. Stop.
It's coming down right off the mountain. Yeah, it's coming down everywhere major. It's been rain before.
5 miles west of Hope, BC,
We've had rain almost every day for weeks and weeks.
Jamie Davis heads into the Fraser Valley on a rain-soaked Trans-Canada highway.
We don't have the cold weather that we should. We do up on the coast, but it should be a lot colder here right now.
The westbound lane is flooded out.
A warm front from the tropics has brought torrential rains to the valley. An event called a Pineapple Express.
The water coming down everywhere, isn't it?
And I sure hope this rain stops here pretty quick.
By early evening, the relentless downpour has Jamie's lead driver, Colin McLean, on high alert.
This area is notorious for mudslides. Let's hope we don't have one, but you know, with all this really wet weather that we're getting, it doesn't look good.
You can barely get through here with rain so bad.
At 11:20 p.m.,
Anybody know what's going on out there?
emergency crews race to an area 20 miles west of Hope.
Mudslide's 50 feet wide, 12 feet deep. Did that just happen? Wait a minute, did you say some people got buried?
A massive mudslide has covered all lanes of the Trans-Canada Highway, forcing police to shut down traffic in both directions.
I hear what sounds like a large amount of debris coming down the hillside. It's all dark, you can't see anything.
Like a dam finally let loose and all cat water came down at once.
This whole section is very dangerous.
Mission Towing's Dylan Greenwood was nearby when the mountain came down.
Yeah, that was a lot of water coming off the mountain.
First thing you see is it's overwhelming. It's a disaster.
At this point, this is very dangerous. This is a no-go zone. And rocks moving.
The mountain's still coming, so there's a lot of water coming off this mountain.
At any time, this could flush.
Authorities want everyone out of the slide zone.
Everybody's out of here.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option.
Highway was washed out. There's a mudslide.
A massive slide has just swept across the Trans-Canada Highway west of Hope, BC.
Vehicles get stuck in that?
First responders comb the site for possible victims or survivors.
I'll hang out there.
With the threat of another slide, operator Dylan Greenwood moves his heavy wrecker to safety.
They're worried about the road washing out at any time. So we're gonna get out of here.
Somebody got a tractor trailer stuck in it.
At a truck stop in Hope, the operator of a semi caught in the slide and his co-driver are lucky to be alive.
And the mudslide is the pushing my truck. It's very scary. Thinking we are done. But fortunately, the mudslide stopped.
At first light,
Oh my God. That was the big one.
the scale of the devastation is revealed,
Can you imagine being in that truck?
including the semi hit by the slide.
Pretty bad.
7 Olympic pools worth of mud and debris.
You figure it's gonna be a couple days to clean that up or what?
Highway 1, the Trans-Canada Highway, remains closed.
Traffic is shut down in both directions between Bridal Falls and Hope.
And the vital route to and from the West Coast could be cut off for days.
Without that route open, it's a game changer for everybody who needs to travel that highway.
In the slide zone, highway crews have mobilized heavy equipment
They've been working on that since 5 o'clock this morning.
to clear 40 million pounds of mud and rock off the road.
This is definitely an important highway. I mean, we have all hands on deck, and we're just trying to reinstate traffic as soon as we possibly can.
They gotta recover that semi.
Heading into the hazard zone,
We're just gonna meet up with Colin here.
Jamie Davis is dispatched in his 40-ton heavy wrecker, Mighty Mo.
Look at this. We've got a lot of stuff happening there.
This is a huge scene. We've got people moving everywhere. We've got diggers, loaders, police, highways maintenance people. It's unbelievable. Major, major event.
That's just wild.
Watch yourselves.
Jamie's lead driver, Colin, is already on site.
This is the largest mudslide I've ever seen.
Pretty bad one, eh? Never seen the highway like this before.
Jamie and Colin have been called in to recover the loaded semi stuck in the slide.
Well, it looks like it's really in there, that's for sure. What do you figure?
It's deep,
Okay.
so I don't want to have to put a line on you.
This tractor trailer's up on the mudslide. There's mud all around it.
Wow.
There's all kinds of things that are going to affect this recovery.
This is gonna be tough. Really tough, because it's gone right up on logs and everything else.
The mudslide pretty much swept completely underneath this truck.
Hate to say it, but this thing's gonna get more damage coming out than it did going in. We're gonna be dealing with dragging this. You can see all this big logs and everything. It's gonna damage the fairing. It's a brand new truck too.
I'm worried that our two trucks may not even handle this job.
You know, there's gonna be so much resistance here, it might not even be possible to drag this.
There's a mudslide on Highway 1. Yeah, she's pretty nasty.
Well, where'd it come down from? Up there?
Looks like it came right from the, halfway up.
That's a wall of mud there.
Wow.
Jamie and Colin are on scene at a mudslide that swept across the Trans-Canada Highway.
This is the largest mudslide I've ever seen in this area. It's massive.
Wow.
There's a tractor trailer that's trapped in this thing. This is a big mess.
As highway crews work the slide,
Looks like it's really in there.
Jamie and Colin take on the buried semi.
This kind of recovery is unusual.
This is really an upside-down situation for us. This isn't normal.
Total weight of this unit typically would be 80,000 pounds.
Careful, you said it was pretty soupy.
Yeah.
I would add another 40,000 pounds to the total weight because it's mired in so bad. Quick math, you can figure this thing out. Pulling it out is going to be a job.
An excavator on site will help with the recovery.
We don't have the dead weight between Colin's truck and my truck. Best option for us here is to get the highways people to give us a hand.
The digger will be used to try to break the semi out of the heavy mud. Then finish the job with Jamie's wreckers.
Up and over the rail and then back.
We're actually going to need the earth-moving equipment to free it up as best they can.
Mine's in. Here. Okay, let's get out of the way.
We're going to have to use every trick up our sleeve to do this.
Trying to go up with it. That's tough.
Miles northeast.
There's another washout up by Aylet.
A call up the Fraser Canyon.
Little slide here, couple along the edge there.
Has John Rogers on edge.
We are driving through avalanche zones and rock slide zones.
With this big mudslide, it's a very real possibility that there could be a rock slide in the canyon. Anything can happen here.
The potential of a slide coming down, this is pretty high right now. Anybody see a jackknife anywhere along Highway 1 here?
John's operating the one modern 50-ton wrecker in Jamie's fleet, HR 116.
Silver Beach just out up the side road there at Vinton.
Oh, he's hammered that pretty good, actually. Oh, yeah.
How fast was he going, eh?
This is a pretty bad spot where we are today. So you really have to pay attention to the sounds around you.
That's good.
Local tow operator Murray Hendricks has secured the scene.
Looks like he was coming down the hill, hit the bank, and that would have spun his trailers around behind him.
The B train hit the snowy shoulder. And spun 180 degrees. The driver escaped unharmed.
Looking at the position of the truck, he just came down this hill too fast. Yeah, so you ripped this whole thing off. And then you're doing 360s, you're doing donuts, and chances are you're gonna cause a lot of damage. Let's get off the road.
We got rocks falling down everywhere down here.
Tires are still good. Our main objective is to get this truck out of the ditch and off the road and out of this danger zone that we're in. Get you in it.
Okay.
Can you steer it this way?
Yeah.
I don't want it to roll off, right? So
yeah.
if the brakes are off, we'll have to watch that.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Going. Bit more. I'm pulling on this thing and it's not pulling the way it should be. Something's not right.
It's in gear. Can you take it out?
The semi is stuck in gear, but needs to be in neutral to roll.
Not up.
No go?
See straight up.
I can't move it off the road.
That's gonna be a problem.
So they said the highway washed straight out.
Holy man.
Try to go up with it.
On Highway 1,
That's tough.
Come on.
Damn.
an excavator trying to free Jamie's wreck from a mudslide
The mud is going against it?
is no match for Mother Nature.
The tractor trailer is picking up mud, so it's acting like a big stopper.
Mud can affect the resistance in recovery quite a bit. It can definitely add a few pounds to the equation for sure.
So we need a little bit more brute force here. Go get your truck.
With Jamie in Mighty Mo and Colin in HR 126, they'll join forces with the digger to pull the semi from the slide.
I'm gonna come in beside the excavator. Just as the excavator's gonna start to pull, we're gonna start to do some winching and try and break it free from the grasps of the mudslide.
Alongside the excavator, Jamie and Colin will add 3 lines from their wreckers to winch the trailer out.
I'm gonna borrow one of your chains. We gotta pick different points because the front of the tractor's mired down and we could tear the trailer up. We'll use a block.
All 3 pieces of equipment are going to be pushed to the limit to get this job done.
So I'm good if he's good. Stand back. I keep coming. A little bit more. Okay. A lot of damage. Oh, that truck's seen better days.
The tractor trailer's out now, but there's a lot of stuff tangled up underneath it.
That ain't helping things much.
A 1,000-pound log is wedged under the wreck.
This here's a bit of a problem.
Coming up, watch your fingers.
The tractor trailer can't be towed away until it's separated.
That's a big log, buddy.
And the log removed.
You know, it just requires some brute force to get in there and yank things around and get it done.
Why don't you just drag it? Like that thing will just flail out. I think. Famous last words.
Jamie's in charge here, so let's get at her.
All right, well, this should be fun. Stand back.
The stuff is still jammed underneath.
Anyone know what the situation is with the mudslide?
A day after a catastrophic mudslide, west of Hope, BC.
Somebody open up that highway.
A major operation is underway to reopen the Trans-Canada Highway.
This is a huge traffic backup. It's causing huge delays and lots of problems.
Been sitting here since last night at about 11 o'clock. There must be a lot of mud out there if they're not letting anybody pass.
It's bumper to bumper.
This is the side of the highway right here. This is the yellow line right here. Quite a mess.
We need to get this out of here.
But a 15-foot log is holding up Jamie and Colin from towing away a tractor trailer from the slide.
This ain't working, man. That's a big log, buddy.
It's up to me and Jamie here now to figure out, how to get this log out.
You gotta get your hands dirty, roll up your sleeves, and get it done.
We can move this over this way just a little bit. It'll drop off. You can help me push it. Okay. So that'll get the tank out of the way.
The Semi's 150-pound fuel tank is one more piece to haul away.
You want to throw the tank on the back?
Pretty heavy. I think we'll send a pickup for it.
The fuel tank's kind of an extra piece that won't fit on the tow truck. But I'm gonna come back in the Tundra later and pick it up.
Be careful. Okay.
The tractor is ready
You did her.
to be taken back to the yard. But the trailer still needs to be hooked up and towed.
So we got a little bit of work ahead of us yet before we can move this.
They're digging the ditch out on the other side of the road.
We're right in the middle of their operation here. I want to get out of the way as quickly as possible.
Work crews are frantically trying to move mud and dirt off the highway.
Does anybody know if the number 1's still closed at Hurling Island? Yeah, it's closed indefinitely. Somebody said there was a rock slide there.
Squeeze right up. Big gear, can you take it out?
In the Fraser Canyon,
Not happening.
a rock slide hazard has John and Murray working fast.
Our main objective is to get this truck out of the ditch and off the road and out of this danger zone that we're in.
Early this morning, the Semi did a 180, damaging the tractor and its transmission. Now, the drive wheels won't turn because the tractor's stuck in gear.
So that's seized right in there. The clutch is all seized up too. That's because she shifted sideways, that's why.
The force of the impact from the trailers has pushed the cab sideways on the truck. The whole transmission has been shifted underneath. Can't shift this thing into neutral.
We'll have to take the drive shaft off.
Plan B for us, take the drive shaft out, then the truck will roll.
We are in a slide zone, so I want to get this out of here as quick as possible. Yeah, we don't want any rocks coming down on us.
Removing the drive shaft
Let's hope this will work.
will keep them in the hazard zone even longer.
There's rocks in that 50K curve.
Okay, now bring it down through here. Okay. Let's see, up you come. Okay. Oh, beautiful. So I got it hooked up. We're gonna pull it up and I'll do what I need to do up there.
John races to tow the Semi out of the slide zone.
The cab is pretty twisted off, so we gotta try and pull it back into place.
taking it to a nearby pullout to safely prep it for the trip back to Hope.
And we're gonna try and lift it and pull it back so that it's back even with the frames so we can tow it better.
They'll use Murray's 5-ton single-axle wrecker to try to winch the mangled cab back into place.
Move up. We never want to do any more damage to a unit. Keep going. A bit more. You're looking around to see what you can pull, what you can't pull. Keep going. Down. You've always got to be watching yourself when you're doing that. Try a bit more. Do them down. Perfect.
Very good.
All right, buddy.
All right, man.
Thanks for helping out.
Okay, no worries.
John will leave the trailer with Murray and take the tractor down the Fraser Canyon to Jamie's yard.
We're in a kind of a bad spot, so we just wanted to get out of there pretty quick. We're clear. No rock slides to worry about. On our way home.
That traffic ain't going anywhere.
The Trans-Canada Highway has been shut down for 16 hours.
We gotta hurry here.
Jamie discovers the trailer he recovered from the mudslide.
Oh, broken airlines.
Can't be aired up and towed.
In the front, all the lines are broken off here. From hitting a rock, probably.
With daylight fading,
Just got a weather advisory up. Says it's supposed to rain.
and more wet weather rolling in, the slide zone is the last place they want to be.
We're definitely still in the kill zone. We got heavy machinery here trying to move mud and slop. There's a good possibility that more mud and dirt is right behind it, ready to come down. So yeah, we want to get out of here.
What's the holdup? Anybody got any eyes on the situation? Looks like it still flows there, driver. Closed both ways.
18 hours after a massive mudslide,
Oh, broken airlines.
Jamie and Colin are stuck in the slide zone with a trailer they can't tow.
Getting all the tools I need to do it.
The only option is to manually release the air brakes. An extra step in the recovery that will slow them down.
The evening's starting to set in here. There's large equipment running around everywhere. There is a chance that mudslides could still happen.
Maybe.
Jamie releases one air brake.
So I'm just gonna test this, see if there's any leaks.
Then tries again to see if the other brakes will release.
So I got lucky here. I got real lucky. That was the only line that was broken, and I got it the first time.
At the end of the day, we've got it all out, and we're ready to haul this thing back to the yard.
That's it. We're pretty much done.
Just up the road, Colin checks in with his girlfriend.
Hey, baby. I'm out of the kill zone. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know. She gets a little worried about the work that I do. She can kind of calm down a little bit and just get it off her mind. So until the next one.
For Jamie and Colin, their role in the disaster is over, but the highway is still closed.
Recovering that tractor trailer was one of the tiniest pieces of that whole puzzle.
All those guys from Highways can stay safe. It's getting dark here right now, but they're going to be working around the clock.
They got a big job ahead of them. Hopefully they can get everything done and get people on their way.
Look at the traffic backed up here. There's miles and miles and miles of traffic waiting to get out of town.
They're picking up the pylons and opening up the road there.
Just after midnight,
We are open, just letting flaggers know to let you guys go.
a single lane of the Trans-Canada Highway is reopened.
Now we're crawling. Does that get you around that mudslide?
But it could be days before the rest is back to normal.
Never have we had a slide of this magnitude. Well, it's going to be nothing short of a miracle to get this highway open again.
It's raining pretty hard again here.
20 miles west of the slide in the Fraser Valley,
For once, the weatherman's right.
heavy rains have returned.
It is miserable tonight. Almost like a monsoon. It is coming down like you wouldn't believe.
Mission Towing's Ken DeParent heads up a back road to an urgent call.
We got a dump truck that was going up a hill, it slid backwards, and the back end of the dump truck's gone off the road into the ditch.
Last winter,
We've done this truck about 3 times.
the veteran operator took over the family business owned by his father, Wally.
When I was 16 years old, my friends were all going out having fun.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
I was staying home on call to run a tow truck.
Let off just a bit, Dylan. Good.
He's done more than anybody else I know for heavy recoveries.
Coming to you. There you go. Beautiful.
One of the best recovery guys in the business.
To this day, I just love it. I really do.
Tonight's job is on a narrow mountain road.
Yeah, see big drop-offs here? Look at this. It's where you don't want to go.
There's a lot of water on the roads. The pouring rain makes that job very dangerous.
Oh, well. Truck and trailer. See what we got here. Quite a ways down. Oh, wow. Down there, it's quite a deep hole.
The dump truck, loaded with concrete, threatens to slip off the bank.
Boy, you're very close to that edge.
The bank goes down about maybe 75 feet.
A dangerous position high above the cliff for the 50,000-pound truck.
All that's really holding it is this tire here.
I'm afraid the dump truck's gonna take off here at any time over the bank.
Scary. This one is right off the ground already. She could just go on us like bang right now. That's no good.
On a muddy back road in the Fraser Valley.
Boy, you're very close to that edge. Holy smokes, is that slippery.
Ken faces a 50,000-pound dump truck on the edge of a 75-foot drop.
Not in a good spot. There isn't much holding this dump truck here right now. Not much at all.
The truck is leaning. The box is also filling up with water. That adds extra weight. I haven't looked in it because I'm afraid to get up on there in case the thing goes.
Oh yeah, this is really soft. Look at the whole bank's just mushing away. That's no good.
Heavy rain is washing away the bank.
So we got to get hooked onto this truck very quickly.
Should just slip right off real fast. Hardened concrete? Yeah. Oh, so it's heavy then? Yeah.
Ken needs another heavy wrecker.
Let's not take a chance.
But there's no time to call in a second truck.
If I wait for another wrecker, this truck is gonna start going.
A tractor on site.
You got a big farm tractor coming that's gonna give me a hand?
Gives Ken an idea.
It's not the way I like doing things, but in this case, utilize what you have on the job site. I'm gonna get a good chain on there, good strap, and then I'm gonna get you, we wanna bring it over this way, right? And I wanna get up into here.
To save the dump truck from going over the edge, the tractor needs to pull it forward, while Ken's wrecker winches from the side.
Okay. Just keep an eye and see if it's pulling over this way. We got a good hookup on her, okay. Window down and put your seatbelt on.
The trucker will have to keep his wheels straight on the slippery road.
You don't need to drive. You're just gonna steer. Tighten it up.
We can only move this dump truck a foot at a time,
Get ready to put your brakes on.
because if we don't, we're gonna lose it.
Okay. Here we go. Take her ahead a little bit. Keep going. Hold that, easy, easy.
The back end will go over that bank and it'll take that tractor with it and maybe flip my record.
Turn over toward me. This way. Watch the cables, you guys, they're very tight. Keep going. Keep going. Watch yourself, watch yourself. How's it looking by the ditch? Are we out of there yet? A little more? Yeah, keep them going. Okay, hold it a minute, stop. Hold the brake, hold your brake. Okay, you got it on? Woo!
Ken's improvised recovery moves the dump truck out of immediate danger.
That's looking a lot better. Boy, oh boy. Look at your drop-off. Look where you were gonna go. Way down there. It's still slippery. It's still on the soft. I know. Yeah, no, we're not gonna leave them there.
But they're not out of the woods yet.
Getting close to the ditch here now with me.
Ken's out of space on the narrow road and can't move his wrecker forward.
We're in a very touchy spot here right now.
You can take her right over. It's pretty much a straight pull, so start getting back on the road yourself.
His only option is to get the drivers of the tractor and the dump truck to work together.
And we just got to ease it out of the ditch.
Think of my head. Think of my head about a foot, couple of feet. Whoop, whoop, stop. Throw that block, throw that block. Don't let it come back. If that happens again, hit your brakes, okay? Okay, try driving a little bit, put it in gear. Take them about this far. Good, get ready to stop. Good, hold it. How are we there now? We're good? Okay, come on. You're good, you're out of there. Woo.
The dump truck is free and clear from the 75-foot bank.
Oh. Well, that machine did the trick.
That tractor was a godsend.
Helped a lot.
But the truck's 20,000-pound pup trailer, full of concrete,
That's our next problem. Oh, man.
still clings to the edge.
Yeah, she's sliding already, yeah.
Because they disconnected the truck from the trailer, which was probably a good idea.
Disconnecting the trailer may have kept the truck from going over.
Perfect. Okay.
But the pup is also in jeopardy.
I am very worried. Back wheels of that are sinking also.
We're gonna use your dump truck, buddy. Let's bring him back down.
Ken will use the truck he just rescued to help pull its own trailer out of danger.
Okay, bring back.
I'm gonna get him to back down, hook on a chain.
More.
As he goes ahead, I have to get that back end out of that ditch.
The rain is making the ground so saturated and so soft, it makes it very easy to start giving away. I want you to go ahead, not backwards, okay? Don't roll backwards, whatever you do. Okay. Easy, just easy, nice and easy. Hold it, hold it. Let me keep weight on this. Okay, go again. See, turn to the left. Nice and easy. Hold it, hold it.
If any of it hangs up, we're gonna have a problem.
Hey, hold it, hold it. Whoa, let me keep weight on this.
On a mountain road east of Mission, BC,
Easy.
Ken DePerrin uses a dump truck he just rescued
A foot at a time.
to save its trailer from a 75-foot drop.
Easy, easy. Whoa.
This could go over very easily.
And turn to the left. Left turn. Clyde, left turn. There we go.
The 10-ton trailer, loaded with concrete,
You hold it, hold it.
is secure.
Your trailer's sitting in a good spot, okay? Okay. You'll be able to pull it out of there. We got her. Yeah.
I'm so glad I've got this out of the ditch.
It's off. I'm running out of steam.
I got a really good workout on this job. It's on the road now. It feels really good.
Woo.
Single lane traffic through there both ways.
At the Mudslide, 20 miles west of Hope,
They were working like crazy trying to clear it out there.
crews race to dig out the rest of the Trans-Canada Highway.
We've got a single lane road between Vancouver and the rest of Canada. And we're trying to funnel so many thousands of cars through one tiny little road.
Jamie heads back into the slide zone to pick up a fuel tank left behind at yesterday's recovery.
You know, our job isn't done till every piece of that truck is back in the yard.
It's kind of an eerie feeling, though, running through this area, knowing half the mountain just came down. Incredible.
When you reflect on a big event like the Mudslide, you really realize we're at the mercy of Mother Nature and what it wants to throw at us.
So we're entering the work zone now, and I gotta be very careful. There's a lot of big machinery running around here. There's my fuel tank.
As Jamie loads up the mangled tank, the last of the mud and debris is swept off the Trans-Canada Highway.
These maintenance and highways guys, I have huge respect for what they do. These guys are first class.
Both sides of the highway are open.
After 2 days of gridlock,
Did I just hear Highway 1's open?
all lanes of Highway 1 are flowing.
Just a few moments ago, traffic was restored.
You're cut off from the rest of the world when that highway shut down.
Yeah, let's go, boys. Highway 1's open.
It's like, we can finally breathe again.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell, a wreck near a rail line
We gotta get the hell out of here.
becomes a painful recovery.
Ow!
Then, an An epic span.
Okay, we're good to go.
Stretches.
Whoa, whoa.
Al and Gord.
Hey!
And
I think I got a flat tire.
a rough ride for a new recruit.
It's definitely not a good time.